Is the music okay? Is it not too loud? Y'all let me know. I'll be going back and listening to the audio sometimes. I have to edit it. Okay, thank you. I be having to edit it sometimes. Um, so two big moves today. Um, one of them kind of threw me off. One of them is okay, and the other one threw me off. Okay. First, we're gonna start with Mr. Russell Wilson signing with the New York Giants. 1-year deal, 10.5 mil. I have no quarrels about this. It threw me off the strength that I thought that they were gonna stick with with what's my boy name? Yeah, dang it, Jameis Winston. Yeah, I thought I think Russ retires after this. What this does tell me is that the Giants are officially out of the quarterback race. That's what that tells me. And I mean, I think that they kind of knew that already with this conversation of Tennessee drafting Cam Ward. Like it sounded like it's a for sure thing. I'm seeing so much about Cam Ward, Tennessee. So for sure it seemed like Will Levis' time is done. But yeah, I mean, at this point it definitely feels like Giants were at 3. So it wasn't even that far. But yeah, I mean, yeah, if this talk about Tennessee drafting Cam Ward is clear and Cleveland drafting Shador is pretty reasonable, then yeah, you missed out on the top 2 quarterbacks. So yeah, you have to sign Jameis. But then signing Russ was like, but I guess it forces Jameis back into a backup role, which pretty sure that's not what he wanted, but it is what it is, the business of it. I can see why the Browns want to trade down, because the Giants have their quarterback now, so it's like they don't, I could trade down let me see, Patriots got a quarterback, Jags got a quarterback, Raiders got a quarterback. Sheesh. So they could trade down for a minute. Jets just signed can't think of buddy's name right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Carolina got a quarterback. So maybe the Saints, maybe. So I mean, the Browns could trade down from 2 to 8. So I mean, they're good. Yeah, I mean, for sure, trade down. Now you don't want to trade too far down, because then again, if you trade too far, and then New Orleans decide to trade up, they want to pick Shador over you. You're in a pickle. But Shador gonna slide now. I mean, it's possible, but it's it wouldn't be a huge slide. Like, he's for sure probably still going top 5, top 10. If Cleveland doesn't trade this pick, he's going to Cleveland. So, but not too many teams need a quarterback up here, and it's 18. You could say the Saints, but there hasn't been any buzz about that. But you never know. It's the NFL. Dallas is not drafting a quarterback in the top first round. Miami, no. Indy, no. Atlanta, no. Arizona, no. Cincy, yeah. That's crazy. Not a lot of teams really need quarterbacks for now. And Pittsburgh is sitting at 21 with no options. So I mean, I guess we can get pivot a little bit. We'll jump back to the Russell Wilson talk a little bit, but I guess Pittsburgh is still waiting on Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is trying to choose between Pittsburgh and Minnesota. So now, yeah, that's it. It's Pittsburgh, Minnesota. The Minnesota's in a good spot because they have a quarterback already. Pittsburgh, they in an iffy spot. They kind of need Aaron Rodgers right now. Minnesota opted out on him. Oh, really? When was this? When did they put that out? Giants picking up Russ doesn't really mean they're 100% out on drafting. Oh, what? No. They just signed Russ and they signed Jameis Winston. If they draft a quarterback, that makes no sense, in my opinion. They could do what the Falcons did, but it doesn't make sense to me at all. Yeah, that's just it's not likely. I'll say that. What the Falcons did is like a 1 in a million type thing. Like that just it doesn't happen. Giants getting Cliff and Archman in next year. Neighbors and Travis would be the most annoying duo ever. Oh, imagine that. I mean, if the Browns don't move and the Giants are here, then yeah, I could see the Giants picking up Travis Hunter. That'd be crazy. If the Giants if the Browns don't move. If the Browns don't take Sports Illustrated got Genty to the Patriots. What? What the heck? Bro, some of these professionals, man, be reaching hard. Rodgers probably will be waiting until preseason. He need to hurry up and do something. A-Rod would be a Steeler. I think for everybody to have their quarterback in the NFL to be somewhat situated right now, Rodgers to the Steelers makes the most sense. And we know for sure the Steelers are, if it's a guy that they feel like they can't get early in the second round, they're probably gonna draft the quarterback at 21. But they might not. We'll see. They might go second. They might wait to the second round. But I mean, yeah, I think it makes the most sense. And that'd be cool. Aaron Rodgers throwing to George Pickens and DK Metcalf. I think that'd be pretty fire. Travis getting cooked by Devontae, then locked by Quinion if he goes to the Giants. I ain't gonna lie. What's good for Travis is that if he does go to the Giants, Malik Neighbors is taking all of the attention. He's taking the coverage off of him, so he's gonna cook. He's gonna cook on the offensive side. That's the beauty of that for sure. If he does go to a team that has a solidified number one already, he good. Genty, a Bear or a Raider? Let me see. I think Raiders. I think Raiders might be realistic. Raiders that might be realistic. Yeah, Bear or Raiders. Yeah, I see that. Everybody else here pretty got the running back position sold up. All right. So I guess running back to Russ. I think it's a good move. What it does, again, I don't see the Giants drafting a quarterback at 3. I think if that need is filled, you go somewhere. You build elsewhere. Again, to go pick up a young player like Travis Hunter. Why not? Generational talent. Yeah, go pick up a generational talent. Whatever else they do, fill that need somewhere else. Don't stack on quarterbacks when you just signed 2 quarterbacks. But yeah. So what this tells me is if Russ does good this year, they're not going to prioritize quarterback next year. They could draft a quarterback in the later rounds. I think the depth of this quarterback class is pretty solid. There's some solid guys in the backseat of this draft class of quarterbacks that are not talked about much. But I do hear them name dropped here and there, but it's not crazy often. But the backseat of this draft could be cool, and they could do that. And if they don't, I don't see no problem with it. Wait on the next year, use that pick, maximize this draft, elsewhere, build the team, and then if you can, if the guy's available, cool. But I wouldn't stress quarterback right now if I'm the Giants. I wouldn't stress drafting a young guy. I would focus on building the team. Russ still wants to play. Russ is not ready to retire. Russ feels like he can probably go another 4 more years. I feel like, just at least by the way he carries himself, I feel like he feels like he could play another 4 years, till he's 40. But we'll see how that situation plays out. I think Giants grab Genty to get the replacement for Saquon, but you got Tyrone Tracy. And again, Tyrone Tracy, he's not as good as Genty, but he's good. It's like, why draft a running back that high? I just wouldn't do it. I would fill other areas of the team instead of stacking on to something I already got. I don't know. Where we at? Where we at? Next move we have the Patriots signing Stephon Diggs, 3 years, 69 mil. How much of this is guaranteed? That's my question. I'm surprised Diggs is coming back already. They say I seen a report saying he should be ready to go week 1. Um, when he went to visit the Patriots, I thought that he was gonna sign with them because they got so much cash to throw. Like, it don't matter if you want to go there or not. They have so much money to offer where it's like, I'll take it. I'll go play football there. Um, so it's a little wild, considering how much they threw him when him coming off of an injury. 23 mil guaranteed. That's not bad for a $69 million deal. That's actually not bad at all. What's up, Aziz? Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure they can probably cut him or trade him after this season if they wanted to, with no hard cap hit AP type comeback. Let's see. I think Diggs is still a serviceable receiver. I think he's a good receiver. Has he shown he's that elite dominant number 1? Oh, look at Ding. Has he shown he's that elite dominant number 1 in the past 2 years? No, but he has been playing in systems where he hasn't been required to be that. In this system, he will be. So, I mean, we'll see how that plays out. I think it's a good signing. Like, you have the money just to throw at him, and they still got plenty more cap space. So it's like, I think it's a good signing. If he's ready to go week 1, you get somebody who changes, I guess, comes in and brings a tone, I guess, somewhat of an attitude to the receiver room, and somewhat of a swagger. And not to say that they didn't have that already, but I think just livens it up and livens the team up and just bet more competition. So I think this is a good signing for them. I think the Patriots have had a productive offseason so far. I don't really see, I can't really see any negatives in that signing. He got paid, they added a good receiver. The only question is can Diggs come back and be that elite number 1? That's it, that's it. That's the expectation. And if he can't, then you got a good receiver, but you still need an elite number 1. So ain't no telling they might draft a receiver. Honestly, there's no telling. Patriots wide receiver room: Stephon Diggs, Mac Hollins, Demario Douglas, Kayshon Boutte, Kendrick Bourne. This is cool. On paper, this is cool. The only thing is, and I know they got new coaches in there. I don't know if they got a new OC, but the play calling was not good last year. They were not mixing it up for the receivers. It's like, this game, this guy's the number 1 receiver. This game, this guy's the number 1 receiver. It was no consistency, and it's just like the flow of the offense just didn't look consistent. It felt like there were games where they could have been using Demario Douglas more and more versatile. I don't know, but on paper, this is not bad. Kendrick, I mean, I don't know who's gonna be the number 2. Maybe Kendrick, Mac Hollins, Demario. I don't know, but whoever ends up being the number 3 and the number 4, you got a solid number 3 and number 4 mid wide receiver core. I think Diggs and Jaden Higgins. Jaden Higgins is the receiver. Who you said my twin? Are you talking about Ashton Hall? I seen that dude. Like, I seen him on Instagram. Maybe like, this was a while ago, 5-6 years ago. Might be longer than that. Because on my old Instagram, we had similar @ names. So it's crazy to see how big this dude got. But hey, he had a vision for himself. He had a vision. Rubbing banana pills. Kayshawn had flashes of being the number 1 wide receiver last year. I mean, that's cool, but it's flashes. I don't. I wouldn't put him over Diggs. I mean, and Demario Douglas has shown flashes of being a number one. So it's like they just need some consistency. That's what they need. They need a bona fide number one. They need a bona fide number two, and you just need some flexibility at the 2 and 3 spot with some nice depth. Again, if Diggs can come in and be that guy, then they solved a problem that they have needed to have been solved for the past since Tom Brady left. Tom Brady's last year there, the weapons were not deep like that. All the way up until now, they've needed a elite number one receiver since then. So that was what, 5-6 years ago. I don't know what's been going on in New England, but this is what they've been missing. And again, it's still a gamble. They have not solidified it for sure. They're gambling with Diggs, but I like the signing. It's potential. Like I said, they could, if they draft another receiver, I'm not mad at it, but I do feel for these guys. Kendrick Bourne, again, he has shown flashes. Kayshon Boutte has shown flashes that he could be solid as a 3, potentially a 2. Demario Douglas has played the 1 for them at times, and I think at worst he's a 3. Like, you could put him in a slot and get some flexibility with him. A lot of these guys got potential. Mac Hollins, I'm pretty sure they signed him just, as somewhat more of a role player receiver. I mean, if he go out there and be the number 2, that's fire. But I think he just brings a lot of versatility and physicality. But I mean, we're gonna see how it plays out. Finna do 10 push-ups at 3 a.m. Remember when he got released by the 2010 Ravens? Who you talking about, Cornell? Okay, Sean. No, he wasn't on the Ravens. They do I forgot about Jalen Polk. Oh my gosh. Hey, you know what? They need to go ahead and release Jalen Polk. Just let him go. Let him go. Let him be free agent. Go sign somewhere else, man. I just don't see it playing out, especially with them adding extra receivers, and they again potentially could draft another receiver. Let's go ahead and let bro go. Ashton Hall was on the Ravens. What the heck? I didn't know he played professional. I seen a clip of his high school highlights. They said he played Javon Baker. Oh my gosh, forgot about him. I seen Buddy play running back though. Titans are holding an additional private workout for Cam Ward. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a done deal. Cam Ward to the Titans for $400, please. That's a done deal. Variable said, Polk sucks. Man, Jalen Polk, nice, man. I ain't gonna lie. He, in my opinion, I felt like he was on par with Rome Odunze. I personally liked him more than Rome, but I felt like he was on par with him. Jalen McMillan on par with him, and both of those guys had decent success this year. I think again, Patriots play calling was not good last year. It was not consistent at all. So, bro just wasn't in a great situation, and now and it could be him, not working hard enough too. I don't know the full story, but looking at the situation, it does not look like it was pretty. So, I don't know. I just hope he get up out of there, or I hope he breaks out. But they got a lot of guys that I like, so it's tough. Herbert has the most improved this year. You looking at this here? Anthony Richardson. I low-key think he might. The rest of these guys are like solidified starters. Like you know what's gonna happen with them. They gonna do something. Anthony Richardson gotta prove himself that he's gonna be a gotta prove to this organization he's gonna be a franchise guy. Dunze not bad. Justin Fields has the most to prove. Oh, Justin Fields, that's actually a pretty solid one. I think we know Herbert hasn't done anything. I mean, at the end of the day, he a good quarterback though, and we know he's gonna be a good quarterback. You know, we don't know if Justin Fields is gonna be a good quarterback. We don't know if Anthony Richardson is gonna be a good quarterback. Like I understand like this guy needs to prove that he can go to the Super Bowl or prove he can go to the playoffs. But it's like at the end of the day, some of these guys need to prove that they even, should start. And I think that's pretty big. But we gonna see how it plays out. Anthony Richardson needs a new team. I low-key think that as well, but we gonna just see how this season plays out. Got another year before we can label him a bust. I don't even know if I call him a bust because they knew he was a project already. It's not like they drafted him and he was this Heisman player and then he sucked. Like y'all drafted him knowing that his completion percentage in college was 50%. Y'all knew that. Like that wasn't breaking news. Let me see what else we could touch on before we switch gears. I do feel like I need to see more from Drake May, but again, I'm gonna give him grace because I feel like they're why did they put Kayshawn here? Why did they not put Mario Douglas or again Mac Hop? No offense to Kayshawn, it's just I think these guys were more productive than him. Kendrick Bourne, it's kind of odd. I do got to see some more from Drake May though. But hopefully they improve the play calling. On paper, with a nice offensive play caller, this actually is not bad. I'm not gonna lie. I do think the Giants need to draft another running back in the later rounds. Just to pair with Tracy. You need a pair in today's NFL. Low key could use 3, but I get a rookie and get a veteran. I think they already got veterans on the roster, but on paper, this not bad. They're slated solid. Wandale, if I'm not mistaken, caught 100 passes last year. Could be wrong. And Neighbors, we already know what he's going to be. Cliff, their head coach next year, I fear. Who's head coach? They got Jackson Dart going to the Rams. I don't think Sean McVay would do that. I don't think he'd draft the quarterback. Me personally, I just don't think Sean McVay's gonna draft the quarterback in the first round. I think he knows he's gonna focus on what they need right now. Because that's what he did last year. I just don't see him doing that. He's more of the draft the quarterback in the 5th, 6th, 7th round type of guy. What round did he draft Stetson Bennett? Fourth round, yeah. And Stetson was coming off a national championship, so I don't see him doing that with a first round quarterback. Giants. May was top 3 most pressured quarterbacks and in sacks. Will Campbell at 4 if Hunter is not there. Sound like a good move, honestly. Protection. Tua has the same amount to prove as Herbert. That's interesting one. Interesting one. Let's see. I guess we could review some of the smaller moves. So I'm gonna go back. So we're gonna go over the past week. And we'll go over some of these smaller moves that I haven't really seen or even talked about since the last time we talked about free agency, which has definitely been a little bit. Okay, so we here at extensions. Big Dog's got some extensions. Artie Burns, so we did talk about that one already. Talked about this already. Juan Thornhill to the Steelers, I recall that. Ronald Darby, I recall that. Loudermilk re-signed to the Steelers. Jay Tufili to the Jets. Lane Johnson extended. Yeah, I don't remember where we left off here. Jeff Okudah to the Vikings. Okay. Legit. 22 years starting. Herbert is solidified to me. I'm not gonna lie. I have no questions in Justin Herbert as a quarterback, personally. I mean, yeah, he had a bad game in the playoffs. Outside of that, though, his resume, and just his talent on the field, I got no quarrels. He's a very talented quarterback. Giants have signed outside linebacker Victor. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Jaleel Johnson has announced his retirement. Brandon Graham announced his retirement. Shout out to BG. He spent his whole career with the Eagles, man. That is, I love to see that from players nowadays, man, because it is tough. And I think he played 15, 16 years. That's amazing. Lions re-signed Zane Zylstra. Tim Jones. That's a solid, very solid depth guy. Henry, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm glad I looked up. Quentin Morris to the Lions. He's a solid tight end. David Moore has re-signed with the Panthers. He's productive. I like that. Foster Serrell to the Commanders. Garrett Bradbury to the re-sign. Wait, did they say re-sign? No, it says signed. Okay, excuse me. Nate Landman to the Rams. I think that's a good pickup. He's a solid linebacker. Doug Kramer to the Bears. Bears add more offensive line. Saints have re-signed offensive tackle Landon Young. Lions have re-signed defensive tackle Pat O'Connor. Craig Reynolds re-signed to the Lions. I can see that. He just seemed like he fits them well. Seemed like they like him. Bryce Hall re-signs with the Bucks. Chargers sign. Chargers. Yeah, signed Andre James. Zach Carter has re-signed with the Raiders. I don't know why I didn't know he was with the Raiders. Mecole Hardman has signed to the Packers. I like this. They use all their receivers, so he's going to get used at some point in the season. They got one of the best play calling, some of the best play calling in the league as far as like versatility and just how they use all of their weapons. I definitely like that a lot. Not a lot of teams operate like that. They definitely do. Titans re-signed Julius Chestnut. That's another guy re-signed to a team that I think they just like him a lot. You know, I wonder if the Packers are gonna do something in the draft at the wide receiver position because Christian Watson, he should be out for a little bit, huh? Fred Johnson to the Jags. Jordan Fuller re-signs with the Falcons. Has signed with the Falcons. I don't remember him being on the Panthers. Do not remember that. Matt Hack to the Broncos. Ahkello Witherspoon re-signed with the Rams. He's been having a solid career. Jack Gibbons with the Patriots. Cam Robinson with the Texans. 1 year, $14 million deal. Did we overpay Cam? I mean, it's a 1 year deal, so that's not bad, huh? We could afford to do it. Falcons have signed Felipe Franks. Didn't he? I think he initially started with the Falcons. That's interesting. Akilo Witherspoon, a random journeyman. That's solid. Yeah. Steelers have signed Isezi Otemeo. Devin Duvernay to the Bears. I like that. Upgrade that special teams. Add a little bit of depth in that receiving core. Keenan Allen is still a free agent. I just thought about that. Willie Gay to the Dolphins. Pretty good signing. Thought Willie Gay was gonna be really nice, but I think Nick Bolton just ended up beating him out with the Chiefs, and then now he's bounced around a little bit. But I think he did get a ring with the Chiefs though, so that's cool. Raiders have signed Christian Ellis. Chiefs have re-signed Marlon. DeAndre Carter signed with the Browns. He's going back to Cleveland. Texans have signed Daniil Hunter to a 1 year, $35 million extension. Sheesh. Shout out to the Texans. Pay everybody early, man. Get it out the way. Yes, sir. Vikings get Rondale Moore. Oh, they got who is the number 3 for the Vikings? That's a nice receiving core. Hopefully Rondale comes back real healthy. But that's a nice receiving core. Like the 1, 2, 3 there. Their other number 3 is nice though too. I just can't think of who it is. You hear about the new rule in the NFL? No, I did not. Hunter Buck. Nah, yeah, this dude is crazy. This dude is crazy as well, bro. He's been like this. Insane. I don't know what his diet is like, but I need to get on it. Amari Cooper's free agent too. Yeah, that's wild. I'm looking forward to see where they sign though. Dolphins have announced that they have re-signed Benito Jones. What all Cowboys players leave for? Steelers have re-signed Jeremiah Moon. Michael Gallup to the Commanders. They had some depth there. I like that. That's a good depth signing. You got your 1, you got your 2. You got a solid 3, 4, 5. They got some good depth in that receiving core. I'm not gonna lie. They got some guys who can step in occasionally and play like a number 2, like here and there. Cardinals have signed Jalen Jones to an undisclosed contract. Jalen Johnson. Is that his name? Is that the other cornerback for the Bears? His name is Jalen Johnson, right? Or am I tripping? It's not the same guy I'm thinking of. Where's number 1? The new rule is touchback will be at the 35-yard line instead of the 30. Ain't nothing crazy. I wonder what made them do that. I get more points actually. Yeah. The Lions have signed free agent cornerback Rocky Yassin. He's bounced around a little bit. He was a solid guy. James Pierre to the Steelers, re-signed. The Browns have signed Tevin Jenkins. The Browns have re-signed Tony Brown. The Lions have re-signed Khalil Dorsey. We're doing some catching up. Jamal Agnew to the Falcons. I like this. Jamal Agnew, very good return, man. And he's solid at receiver too. If they incorporate him correctly. I do think the Falcons, I like them as a we're gonna see when Mike get in there for a full season. But I obviously love them as a running offense, but I do think that they could spread out the pass a little bit. But again, we're gonna see when Mike get in there full time. Jamal Agnew's a good pickup though. Former Colt Rock. Yep. He was solid. He has some potential. Lorenzo Carter has signed to the Titans. Charles Omenihu has re-signed with the Chiefs. I about to say Patriots. The Giants have signed Lil Jordan Humphrey. That's a nice depth pickup. I like. Excuse me. I like that. He's a guy who can come in and make splash plays, big gains. It's a nice piece. D'Anthony Bell to the Seahawks. Avonte Maddox to the Lions. Ooh, I like that one. Give them some DB depth. Trent Brown to the Texans. We signed a decent amount of tackles now. I wonder what's going to happen with this O-line. This is, I guess they're going to battle it out, I guess. I mean, that's cool with me. I'm fine with that. That's interesting. Lil Jordan only relevant because his name fire. I wonder what made him do that, like change that to his legal name. Do you say enjoy? Is he all right? I think we got him for a good $3 million. Is tough. We're gonna see how this plays out though. Texas O-line so bad. They've been signing a bunch of vets, and over the past 2 years that has worked out. So we'll see how this plays out. Definitely see how it plays out. The Saints have signed Brandon Cooks to 2-year deal, $13 million. I like this. The only bad part is Olave be hurt, and as of late, Brandon Cooks has missed some time. So I'm a little iffy about it. But again, you add a nice receiver. He's not elite anymore. I mean, it was a point in time where he was. I don't know if I say elite, but he was just very good, very consistent. But I think he's still super reliable, super reliable. And to add him with Shaheed and Olave, you can plug him in a slot. I mean, you can put Shaheed in a slot, you can put Olave in a slot. You can just mix and match a lot with this receiving core. As long as they stay healthy, this is a very, very nice 1, 2, 3. And they're all fast. So Cooks backs for the Saints. Just fire. I like it. Brandon Cooks could be a 600-yard. If he stays healthy, that's super reasonable. So I think so. Sam Webb has re-signed with the Raiders. Bengals have signed Lucas Patrick to a 1-year deal. Cardinals have signed offensive tackle / guard Royce Newman. River Craycraft to the Seahawks. That's interesting. That's a nice depth pickup. I like that. Like, for some depth. Obviously, like I said, I think they may make another free agent signing at the receiver position, or they may draft. I think drafting would be the smarter route, though. I don't know if I want Amari Cooper or Keenan Allen at this point. And not to say that they're bad or anything. It's just, you kind of want to start panning towards the future. I don't know. I probably would go rookie. The Patriots have announced that they waived 4 players: Curtis Jacobs, Andrew Parker Jr., Caleb Jones, Lacedis Smith. Tyler Conklin to the Chargers. I like this. He can be versatile. He could block and contribute in the receiving game. I wouldn't classify him as elite at both, but he's solid at both. And I still think that they're going to add another tight end, but that's a good pickup for sure. Because they did lose, I think, 1 or 2 tight ends, if I'm not mistaken. The Packers have re-signed Kadeem Telfort. Who is this? Robert Rochelle to the Chiefs. Jameis Winston to the Giants. I feel bad for Jameis because I know he did not want to go there and be a backup. But hey, go out there and ball out, man. Ball out in the preseason. Go ahead, beat out Russ. I don't know how realistic it is, but anything possible. The Browns have signed Jerome Baker. This is a player that I thought was going to be really nice, and I feel like he's had some solid seasons in the NFL, but over these past 2 years, he's bounced around a decent amount, which is like making me question what's going on. Zach Pascal to the Giants. I haven't seen him as of recent, but he was For sure with the Colts, he was a solid depth guy. The Panthers have re-signed Nick Scott. Chiefs re-signed Mike Pennell. Joey Slye to the Titans. The Patriots have matched the Raiders' offer sheet. It's a 2-year deal with a cap charge of 4.8. So does this mean the Patriots? So they keep Christian Ellis, I believe. The Bears have signed Nick McLeod. He said Baker trash. Mayfield. Tony Jefferson has signed a 1-year deal with the Chargers. A re-sign. I feel like he's been playing for a while. The Titans have claimed Curtis Jacobs off of waivers. Ugo Amadi has re-signed with the Saints. Lacita Smith claimed by the Steelers. Dylan Radnews to the Saints. They keep Ellis. It was a 2-year, $13 million, and he had a breakout season. I guess I didn't really pay attention to him to really know. The linebacker, I forgot his name. Oh, Jerome Baker. Oh, okay, got you. That's what you're talking about. Mike Caliendo re-signs with the Chiefs. Jordan Meredith re-signs with the Raiders. Eric Saubert has signed with the Chiefs. Leki Fotu has signed with the Raiders. Kendall Lamb has signed with the Eagles. Travis Volkovec re-signed with the Cards. Raiders have signed Ian Thomas. He's solid. Solid depth tight end. Pretty solid. Could be reliable. Chidobe Awuzie has signed with the Ravens. Trying to stack up that secondary a little bit. We traded Jerome Baker for Ernest Jones. That was such a W. I'm still confused what happened to Jerome Baker. Like, when did he become bad? Like, kind of wild. New England has 8 linebackers on the roster that started from different teams. That's crazy. New England has had a solid defense since Tom Brady left. Like, they still have had a solid defense. They've maintained to keep some of that, I can't think of the word, but they mainly keep that a part of the Patriots system, organization. I don't know. It hasn't been elite, hasn't been great, but it's been solid over the past, again, 5-6 years. So if they can upgrade that and get some good play calling on offense, they could, fight to be a playoff team. The Buccaneers have re-signed Sua Opeta. Giants signed Russ, 1 year, $21 million. Vrabel finna cook. Hopefully. I hope you do. Steve Sims Jr. to the Seahawks. He was a solid returner at one point. I don't know if he is anymore, but some good depth for the Seahawks. I haven't really seen him ball out like that. 26 mil guarantee for Stephon Diggs. We're going to make them have the number 1 defense. Tennessee did have some good defenses with Vrabel, and he does have some names on that defense right now too. So we'll see how it plays out. They actually was decent last year, like not great, like they got some talent on that defense, and I don't know. It could be interesting to see how they make it play out. Past going from 5 wins to 7 wins. Hey, you got to get better over the off season to get better during the regular season, and even if it's 2 wins. The big thing is building chemistry and figuring out what your core pieces are. So you figure out what guys you got to let go, because they gave out a bunch of 1-year deals and a bunch of short deals. So you build chemistry, figure out who all your core guys are, and you build from there. And then the next year y'all get better because the team has chemistry. You can weed out the guys who aren't the core guys, and then draft properly and figure out, you just plug and play. And that's kind of what the Texans are doing a little bit too, but I like that formula. I like that. Should Texans get linebacker help? Personally, I would like Jahad Campbell from Alabama. If Jahad Campbell is there, you take Jahad Campbell. I'm not gonna lie to you. Do I think we need linebacker help? No, it's not a need, but if that dude is there, that's a tough guy to pass on. If you don't have a solidified inside linebacker, or you could use an upgrade, then yeah, I don't think you pass on that guy. He's crazy. Overpay. I mean, they gotta overpay, but it's like it's really not even an overpay for them because they got so much money. You know, it's like, you know, it's like a rich dude tipping $500 to a waiter. You know, a millionaire tipping $500 to a waiter versus, you know, person who got a couple $100,000 in the bank tipping 500. You know, I get the concept, but they got a lot of cap space, so it's not gonna hurt them at all. But YouTube, y'all make sure y'all like the video. Appreciate y'all, man. Subscribe if you like. But catch y'all later. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed.